everyone. Happy Monday. Make Ahead Monday. We're going to be mixing up some, hi everyone, some hot drinks for this very cold weather. Now, if you're not on the East Coast, sorry, but it's freezing here. It's unseasonably cold. It's snowing in Vermont and New York, and it was very cold and windy today. So we were hit with a double whammy, wind and rain. Okay, now because I have to get something in the oven and it has to cook for 10 minutes, I thought, hi Robin Crocker, how are you? I thought I would do my snack first. So my snack is going to be sweet and spicy and sugary pecans. Love pecans. And I got some great, they were so good and a good deal. So when you see them on sale, now's the time to get them. You know, we are going to take, of course, our baking sheet with parchment. And the first thing we're going to do is take a half a cup of confectioner's sugar. Alrighty. It's so cold, I didn't even know what to throw on. All right, so 1 cup of confectioner's sugar, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Just pour that out, plus, because that's only a half. Busy week everyone has coming up, or slow week. Like me, I have a slow week, so it was all day cleaning and cleaning up my emails and ordering and doing a bunch of stuff. All right, so half a cup of confectioner's sugar, 3/4 of salt, half a teaspoon of cayenne. Don't overdo your cayenne because that's your spicy stuff. And if it's too hot, you won't like it probably, because we love hot in this house. And if you use too much cayenne, it's no good. Okay, and now 4 teaspoons of water. So I already measured them out, so we could be good to go. All right, I'm just gonna take that, mix it up. You can whisk it, you can mix it. Let me whisk it. You wanna make sure all the confectioner's sugar is incorporated. All right, and then that's it. You just simply take your pecans and get them in your confectioner's sugar mixture. And you want them all coated. If they're not coated, they're not gonna have goodness in every bite. You can literally make these ahead of time. They'll keep for weeks in an airtight container. What else? You can put them on salads, of course. They're delicious with some goat cheese or some gorgonzola cheese over a salad. You can literally wrap them up as gifts, bring them to a house that you've been invited to, put them on a charcuterie board, or just have them for happy hour, like I'm gonna do. All right, so oven's ready. Preferably your rack should be in the middle. I don't think mine is. And one thing about this is you do want to make sure that you spread them out in a single layer. I know we always mean to, and then we're like, oh, it's fine. No, you really want them in a single layer because they won't cook if they're not spread out. I should probably just use my hands, but I want to continue on. So you want to make sure all the pecans are coated. Have your oven preset at 350, rack in the middle. I know mine's not. And then 10 to 12 minutes should do it. I would start checking at 9, make sure they're not burning. All right, I wound up using my hands anyway. All right, so a lovely single layer. Plop them in, set the timer. If you're like me and you're a little mixed up, you think you'll remember to look at the clock, but you don't. And then you wind up with burnt nuts. And we don't want burnt nuts. Okay, so that is our simple candied sweet and salty pecans. Now let me move everything out of the way. There I go, I had the nuts and now my throat is dry. I do that every time. Hi Ken, how are you? Okay, so into the oven they went, and that's it. Just make sure they're not bunched up. When you take them out, we'll do that. We'll do that next. Let me go on with my cocktails now. Okay, so we have 2 cocktails to talk about. We have a hot buttered rum, and this is a great, excuse me, this is a great make ahead because you can simply make the butter spiced mixture, put it in your fridge or freezer, and take it out when you're ready to have company, or you know it's gonna be a cold night and you get home from work and you can make a nice little hot drink for yourself. So we're gonna get started with that one first. So we're gonna take our piece of parchment and you are going to take 4 tablespoons of butter, unsalted butter. I already measured that out. Look at me getting ahead of myself. All right, so 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter. So half a stick, sorry. Half a stick of unsalted butter, room temperature, 1 cup of brown sugar. Now, of course, if you're going keto, this is perfect because keto coffee is actually, you put a pat of butter in your coffee. You could actually make this and have sort of a keto cocktail. You can use monk fruit sweetener or stevia or truvia, but they say monk fruit is best for baking, so I think it's best for cocktails too, in that sense. I used it to make simple syrup over the weekend and it turned out fine. It was a little bit more grainy, but to have something that has no calories, basically, 4 grams of carbs. So that's a great deal. But for this, I'm going to make, I'm going to use the regular brown sugar. Okay, so into your butter, you put 1 cup of brown sugar, and then you're going to cream them together. And of course, I hope for the sake of this that I left the butter out long enough to cream. Probably didn't put a big enough bowl. I'll get one of my Pyrex out, or else you know the sugar's gonna fly everywhere. All right, that's much better. All right, so you're gonna cream your butter with your brown sugar, and then, it takes a while. We don't have a while. I was gonna nuke it right before I went on, but I was already late. So, all right. So we'll talk while I'm doing this. We will add half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Where's my teaspoon? All right. And then I believe it's 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. I don't use the fresh grated nutmeg. Hi, Paul. Hi, Christine. How are you? So let's get 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. There you go. And 1/8 of a teaspoon of kosher salt. I only have sea salt. I forgot to get it at the store. Honestly, maybe somebody could tell me what the difference is. I don't know what the difference between kosher and sea salt is. All right. Oh, it smells so good. I love nutmeg and cinnamon and brown sugar. This is going to be fabulous. You'll have this in your fridge. Like I said, it'll last forever in your freezer, or at least till Thanksgiving. When you have company over, or it's cold out, or you get home from work. I'm going to mush it up with my hands because I just can't wait any longer. All right. So you take your mixture and put it onto your parchment. Get it all incorporated. Oh, all right. Then we're just going to take it, and you want to roll it into a log. All right. So I just like fold it up, smush it out. So like basically 1 inch in diameter. All right. And then that's it. You're gonna put that in the freezer or the fridge. Fridge for 2 weeks, freezer 2 months. And tie it like that. And then when you're ready, sorry, let me rinse my hands off now that I got them all sticky. When you are ready to make your hot buttered rum, you take this back out. You slice 1 tablespoon off. So that was a half a stick, so we made enough for 4 drinks. So you slice a tablespoon off and you put it in a nice mug. I didn't have a mug, so you just whatever heavy duty glass is prettier than a regular mug, but use what you have. And you would add 1.5 to 2 ounces of rum. That's why we call it a hot buttered rum. And that's it, and you stir it up, and what else? That's it. You boil your water, and you put about 1/2 cup into a mug, into your rum and your mixture, and you've got your hot buttered rum. Okay, sorry, a little all mixed up with that cocktail. The butter not being completely room temp was throwing me off, so make sure when you make it, your butter is room temp. All right, so to make your cocktail, 1 tablespoon of your butter spiced mixture and 1/2 cup of boiling water, and then pour your rum in, and you've got a nice hot buttered rum. And now, let's see, the next cocktail we're gonna make would be a hot Tatari. So a hot toddy is usually just made with rum or whiskey, any brown liquor, rum, whiskey, bourbon, and a cup of water. You get a nice black tea. Black tea works well with cocktails. Green tea is more for iced cocktails. Black tea is great for the hot cocktails. And then it's just a tablespoon of honey and some lemon juice, and that's your hot toddy. But we're gonna mix it up a little bit, and we are going to take, let me get my water boiling. So I've got my kettle, my electric kettle, and I just need a tea bag. All right, we'll get a cup. All right, so we'll wait for that tea, and we will take, I'm gonna put it in here, 2 ounces of our handy dandy rum. Really 1.5 is a drink, but I'm gonna do 2 because I'm gonna share this. Okay, again, you can do this with bourbon. It would work well, but I'm gonna try it with rum. And the one thing about this mixed up one is we are not gonna do it with lemon, we're gonna do it with orange. And I've seen it done with Montenegro, how do I say that? I have to look. Montenegro Amora, which is a Italian liqueur from Bologna, Italy. Didn't know that. I didn't have one when I was there. But I don't have Montenegro Amora. I do have Campari, or you can use Aperol. It won't be as strong as the aperitif Montenegro, but it'll be just as good because we make do. All right, so it was 2 ounces of your rum and 1 ounce of your Campari. And Campari, what do we use Campari for? We love them with our Negronis, and we love our Aperols in our spritzes. So we always think orange with all of that. So fresh orange juice, just gonna take an orange, and 1/2 should do it, because we just need a 1/2 ounce. Perfect. Isn't that handy? Isn't that cute? Right in there. There goes our 1/2 ounce of that. And then, I don't know if you have it, but if you have turbinado cane simple syrup, you can make it with demerara sugar. If you don't, you can just make it with brown sugar, 1 to 1 part. Boil it down, 1 part sugar, 1 part water, boil it down, and you get a nice simple syrup. So this has been in the fridge at least 3 weeks, and you can see it's still lasting. It's great. Then I get my tea brewed. I'm just doing a 1/2 cup there. I've got my cocktail waiting for my tea. What else do I need? I need to take out my pecans. Okay, they look done. I'm gonna let them set. And when you're doing this, sorry to move all the way over here, but you want to cool them on your countertop like that. Just slide them off on the parchment because you don't want them to cook on the pan. They're really hot, so give them about at least a good 5 minutes before you take them off. All right, now we're all over the place. I've got my tea brewing. All right, and we have everything but the dash of orange bitters in our cocktail. And I'm gonna wait to do that because it's best to put the bitters in the last thing so you can smell them. We're gonna let that tea just cool down a bit. Oh, and the other thing is too, I'll try it. Let me get it. I read somewhere that someone uses a dash of vanilla. So the vanilla with the brown sugar simple syrup and the rum. This is fall. We like to add vanilla extract in. Alrighty. Okay. That tea is hot. I'm gonna get 1 ice cube just to cool it down so I can drink it. And whenever you're pouring hot liquids into a glass, it's wise to put a utensil in. Oh my God, it smells so good. Hi, Caroline. Hi, Maureen Helmus. Hi, Susan. Susan Burrows. Alrighty. And I'm gonna put my orange peel because why do bartenders use orange peel? Because there's actually oils in the peel and you get the beautiful essence. And then what else? Okay, a dash of my bitters. And 2 dashes go a long way. And I'm gonna try this with and without the, oh, it smells so good. Okay, here's my hot Tatari. Oh, Caroline, you would love this. This is right up our alley. Put this on, grab a book, or watch a nice show tonight. All right, 2 drops of vanilla. Let me see what I can mix it up with. I hope I didn't forget anything. Oh, that is good. That is sweetness in a glass. It's sweet, it's hot, it's tasty. I love it with the orange. Like I said, I'm more of an orange person than I am a lemon. That's just me. All right, let me see if my almonds, not my almonds, Jesus, that's why I'm a mixed maven. They're pecans. All right, if they didn't come right off, that means they're not done. So you see how easy they're coming off for me? That means they're done. If they're not, if they stick to the parchment, then put them right back in the oven for 2 minutes while your oven's still hot. So good. Well, I'm gonna go watch Jeopardy or Below Deck and have a nice warm evening. And I'll put this up. It's delicious. Like I said, if you have bourbon, Woodford Reserve, whatever you have, bourbon would do well. I know most people wouldn't have Montenegro Amora, but I use the Campari. You can go a little easier on that. I like the taste of it. I like the bitter. So I did the whole ounce. Do a ½ ounce if you're not sure. And take some brown sugar. If you don't have Demerara, just use turbinado. It's raw cane sugar. It's no big fancy. Oh, The Bachelorette is on. I haven't watched it this season yet. Not because I'm not judgy. Jane's not here. And it's not fun to watch 2 hours of The Bachelorette by myself, and I can't get Tom convinced to watch it. So cheers, everyone. Happy start of cold weather season. Try one of these. I know we're all like not totally ready for a hot drink, but if you came in from work or the ShopRite and you're cold, this would make you feel good. And if you just do a regular hot toddy, that would be whiskey, tea, lemon, everything that's good to keep you from being sick. So these are all great little warm drinks. Enjoy. I hope you try them. I like it. Thanks. Take care.